today. Do you have friends in low places? Hey, it's Monday, y'all. Here we go. Hey, recently I was at a social gathering at a well-known local establishment with a small group of friends. And there were two guys playing loud music that night, and sometime later in the evening they broke into the Garth Brooks song, Friends in Low Places. I'm sure you've heard of it. It was pretty popular, but I guess it still is. But it's a fun song, and I think we can all relate to the lyrics. And just as soon as these guys started playing, everybody in the room, myself included, started to sing along, because it's just that kind of song, isn't it? Well, anyway, it got about halfway through the song. I just kind of glanced at our group of friends, and I realized that there are a couple in the group that right now are in low places. And I'm not talking about the low places that Garth Brooks is referring to in his song. I'm talking about the low places that the curveballs of life can take us to. And yet, here they were, amongst good friends, seemingly enjoying themselves and having a good time. And I was reminded of just how important it is to have good friends, the right kind of friends, the kind of friends that help lift you up when you get to that low place in life. And I thought, am I that kind of friend? And I want to ask you, are you that kind of friend? Well, honestly, I'm not sure many of us consciously think about what it means to be a good friend, or even having good friends. But as you might suspect, the Bible has a lot, and I mean a lot, to say about friendship and community. So I want to give you a handful of nuggets. I haven't given you many nuggets lately. I want to give you a handful of nuggets to put this whole friendship thing into perspective. And the first one comes from Proverbs. Proverbs, of course, has a lot to say. This is chapter 27, verse 9. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Doesn't that sound uplifting? Yeah, friends bring nice things. But 3 verses earlier than that, in verse 6 of chapter 27, wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. Yeah, the truth there is that, your good friends will tell you what you need to hear no matter how bad it is. But those that aren't really good friends, they'll tell you whatever they think you want to hear, won't they? Yeah. Proverbs 18:24. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Any ideas who that would be? Yeah, it's Jesus. And if you want to know how I know that, you go to John 15:15, where Jesus says, I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I have learned from my Father, I have made known to you. All right, so what's the takeaway here? Well, if the challenges of the pandemic has taught us anything at all, it's just how important and essential having good friends is to our overall well-being. I mean, think about it. Before the pandemic, did anybody really have any idea what Zoom was all about? Our need to connect, I think, is written deep in our DNA. So I want to leave you today with 2 things to consider this week. First, to be the kind of friend we are called to be, then our friendship has to have a foundation of deep caring, a foundation of love. That means there are going to be times when the needs and wants of our friends are more important than our own. Yeah. Isn't that what you would want from a friend, though? I think so. And second, and maybe the most important, there are going to be times where you feel like you have no friends at all. Even though you do, you may feel like you have no friends at all. And that's the time to remember always there is one friend who will never leave you. And that friend is Jesus. Never forget. All right, friends and neighbors, that's a wrap for today. As always, may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. Until next week, stay strong, keep the faith. We'll see you then.